Last season, last season we did it against Aston Villa, Real Madrid, and then Manchester City. Now this season we've done it against Aston Villa, Real Madrid, and remember remaining one more team, that is Manchester City. And of course, we would be having the opportunity to doing it against Manchester City side, so that the world can understand say this Liverpool, people wey win Premier League last season, the current Premier League holders are back to it. And what a time to actually be ending at least this weekend and then going for international break. So it's going to be very, 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 very sweet and dicey affair. Manchester City themselves, they've not actually been, the Manchester City that we all know. Okay, the only person that has remained constant, is that man called Erling Braut Haaland. Baba is just busy scoring goals for fun. Scoring anyhow goals for fun, bro. His last match, City's last match against Dortmund, he got one goal. The one before that one, he got a brace, And one thing about Erling Haaland is that his game has improved. Now it's not just about the movement off the ball in the box, okay? You understand what I talk? He's not just doing that, but even outside of the box 18, he's also tend to do some much more. He has put in much more movement off the ball. Do you understand me? So it makes him even much more dangerous. And the man doesn't even come out and talking about Alan, saying that he feels like he's in the form of his life right now. He's feeling so good. So hey, no be threat, sha. No be threat. We know the fear you, because Erling Haaland has scored only just one goal against Liverpool in the Premier League. You could imagine, a man that scored 37, scoring 30 or so, scoring like this, scoring like that. But then again, just one goal, and that's because Haaland has always, and Virgil van Dijk has always found a way. You understand me, to cage that man. He's always a physical presence. So anybody where you dey like say you physical, you big, you dey enter eye. Van Dijk now, you and I'm go know how far, how on a 2-1-2. You understand me? Anyways, this is actually the preview for Manchester City versus Liverpool. Now, the last four matches has actually been losses for last four matches has actually been, let me say, last five matches. 1 win for Manchester City, 2 wins for Liverpool, which is actually the last 2 games. 2-0, 2-0 victory, home and away. Last season, Liverpool was really on form. They themselves, the Manchester City side, were not really there. And one thing so many persons say, like say, Kevin De Bruyne day, Haaland for done. Now it's obvious that it's not just Kevin De Bruyne something again. It's just showing how good the Erling Braut Haaland is, right? It's just showing how good he is. But then again, as I said, Liverpool should be doing the business against these people. Can we make it 3 consecutive victories against this Manchester City side? Well, I feel like this is the time we have to actually do it. Remember, we are trying to sort our back a bit more. All right, we're trying to sort it out. So definitely, I feel like I see good signs. The gaffer himself, as talking about Arne Slot, has actually made some sort of. He has tried to steady the ship at the back, especially with the introduction of Robertson ahead of Milos Kerkez. Now, this Manchester City side, we no go take anything away from them. It's not just going to be straightforward. We will just close eye, open eye. Everybody has to put in the work. The midfield have to also put in the work. The midfield has to put in the work, okay? And of course, they've been actually doing that. Florian Wirtz also looking like a man, based on what is shown in the Champions League, also looking like a man that is rejuvenated, is ready. He's actually been himself, Sha. The man has actually been, doing the work, basically. He's been doing the work. The only problem now, say, chances were not taken whenever he tends to create these chances. However, the Manchester City side, there's Ryan Cherki, who I feel like is a very dangerous person. He's got eyes for good pass. The Cherki is more like I don't want to say he's not let me say David Silva kind of profile kind of player, you get, because he's got eyes for shots. He's also got eyes for goal, not even goals, for passes rather. Actually gave 2 assists to Erling Haaland in the last Premier League game. Okay, so this man is also a very, very good player. There's no Rodri. Rodri is out injured. Do you understand me? However, there are also good guys. There's Tijani Riders, who I feel like is one of these players that can actually play pretty much every position in the field of play. But he's more like a number 8. Understand me? He's also full of running. But guess what? Now we get engine, we get man. We need a tire. Do you understand? We get mad, we need the tire. That one be say in the chop, in the I heard they actually did, so they actually checked him. They said, Bro has 7 lungs. You understand me? Talking about Dominic Zoboslai. Bro has 7 lungs. So it's not gonna be easy. Again, it's not also going to be a we go see. We go see. Anyways, Arne Slot, I want to know what is on your mind. Your lineup prediction. Liverpool fans, also let me know what you think in the comment section. Your lineup prediction and your scoreline prediction. Well, for me, definitely in centre back pairing is going to be Ibrahim Konate and Virgil van Dijk, who have actually been, at least for the past 2 games, they've been good. They've been good, basically. And then Van Dijk, especially taking matters into his own hands. Like, I remember, which match was it? The Madrid match, coming out. Okay, the Aston Villa match, I think. Coming out, charging up, knowing that is not actually his work. Do you understand? That's not his work, but he really wanted that clean sheet, and so it was like, and he doesn't do the too much when he wants to hug the touch line, trying to help Robertson. He doesn't do that too much anymore. Why? Because it's not Milos Kerkez, right? It's not Milos Kerkez. So because of that, at least that's given him a bit of space for him to say, okay, you know what, Robertson, you can do your own work. Let me see what me myself I can, do. Now, the centre back pairing, as I said, is going to be Konate and Virgil van Dijk. Left back, definitely, who should be starting? I would want my Robertson to start, or else Arne Slot do go smoke something. You understand me? Now, right back position is going to be, of course, Conor Bradley. Although the gaffer also said that Frimpong wouldn't even be fit after international break. That one, I'm say that injury no be choice, yeah. But he's not going to be fit. Now, in the middle of the pack is going to be our main guys. McAllister looking like putting 2 good performances, so definitely he should be starting. Ryan Gravenberch as well, good performance, as well as the man himself, who I feel like is the most consistent Liverpool player currently this season, Dominic Zoboslai. And then in attack, would you want to start Mo Salah? I think he will. I think he will. And then on the left, maybe Florian Wirtz ahead of a Ikodigapo. But he might want to say, okay, you know what, since you don't start this other one, let me start this other one. Do you understand? He might actually want to do that. Do you understand? He might actually want to do that. So he might even want to start Kodigapo ahead of Florian Wirtz on the left. And of course, Ugo Ekitike. By the way, the man himself, talking about Alexander Isak, is fully fit and was actually involved in training. Okay, so definitely he should be on the bench. He shouldn't be a starter. He should be on the bench. So, and the Slot, I don't think you want to start doing Tiko, Baskalaba. No. You want to actually starting the real people. There's no time for tweak or this, because you want your team to have this massive chemistry. Now, Jeremy Doku is always a man on fire. He's been on good form this season, and how in the dribble and everything. Can Conor Bradley stand that man? I would really like to see that test, but of course I feel like Conor Bradley can do it. You get, he can always do that. He can always stand the man called Jeremy Doku, who, as I said, has been on good form. But it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Personally, I feel like Liverpool is not going to lose this match. Definitely, we are not losing this match. But it's not go bad if you go on with a win. Although the fact that it's at Etihad makes it hard. But we should be able to do the business against this Manchester City side. Let me know what you think in the comment section. As I said, your scoreline prediction as well as your lineup prediction. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you.